So in my previous video, I spent over 24 hours making these sticker sheets, and that video was more focused on drawing for 24 hours, but this time I want to show you how I make them. I'll be going through the whole process of importing it into my Silhouette Cameo, how I edit it on Silhouette Cameo, the different settings, printing it out, and all that shebang. So let's get to it. The first thing that I like to do is save all of these stamps individually, and I like to make sure that it has a transparent background, which I'll explain a little bit later. So just making sure that all the stamps that are in the sticker sheet are transparent when I'm saving it. So let's just get this. And then I save it as a PNG, and then I kind of just airdrop it to my laptop. Once it is all imported into your Silhouette Cameo, that's when you want to just make all the cuts and edits and then just piece it all together to a sticker sheet, since we saved everything individually. And I like to do this because usually when I make these stamps within Procreate as its full sticker sheet, I find that it is sometimes a little bit like blurry because you're shrinking down the stamp itself to fit into a sticker sheet. I do it on Silhouette Cameo and edit there and make the sticker sheet there. I find that you don't get like that pixelated blurriness when you're shrinking down the stamps, so that's why I like to do it here. So let me just kind of screen record here so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so once you have it all uploaded onto Silhouette Cameo, it's gonna look like this. And there's a few things that you could do here. So usually when you immediately upload it, it has like a line already automatically on it, like a pre-cut line, which you can keep. But if you wanted to have like a white border on it, what you can do is you can go to Object and then Modify and then detach the lines, so you can see that like it already has that pre-cut line and you can like delete it. I'm gonna keep it for now, but what you can do, is you can click on this and then go to this like offset panel and then do an offset, and you can have like a different border on it, like a little bit more spacing. I know some people like having that white space, but some people probably prefer this one where it's like a clean cut across the stamp or the sticker shape that you're doing. I think I'm going to keep it as this, where there is a little bit of white border on it. So I'm just gonna delete this, and then once you have this border, what you can do is just group it so that it doesn't move and it's even all around. And then I'm just going to size it so that it can be added to the actual sticker sheet. And then I'm just gonna lay out like this. I'm gonna have it like this for now. I'm gonna just reference my other sticker sheet of like how I actually wanted it in a second, but I'm gonna do the rest of the stamps in the same fashion, just detaching the lines and then offsetting it so that I can get the borders. So let's do that real quick. Now that we have them all sized and made and have the border on it, that's when I'm just going to reference my original sticker sheet to see where everything is. I'm going to reference my original sticker sheet to see how it's all laid out. So this one belongs here. They should all be the right size too, so I don't have to play too much around with that. But I'm just gonna double check in a minute. So this one's here. Move over here. It looks like everything is in place, and I just want to make sure that it's like all good. I'm gonna move this sticker sheet thing out of the way so that I can make sure that they're all aligned. So what you can do is go to the object, and there's an align button, and I like to align to the top, make sure they're all aligned row wise, and then I can double check like whether it's left or right, whether they're aligned there. So it looks like it's all good, but let's just double check with this one to make sure it's aligned on the left. Yep. This one also aligned. And because I use the same like template for each of the stamps, they should all be the same size and everything, so that makes it a lot easier. If you watch my other video of me kind of just drawing it out, I said that I used one template of the stamp and I just had to like draw inside, so that's the only difference. Otherwise, the borderline of the stamp, they're all the same. So again, that makes it a lot easier. I think everything looks good. I'm just making sure that like there's enough space for all of them to be cut. So it's gonna look like that. And then once it's all like good, or you think it looks good, you can select it all and then just group it. Yeah, and it's that easy. And then you want to size it to whatever size you want the sticker sheet to be. I usually like mine, I think like 4 inches. No, 5, sorry, 5 inches. I'm like, I could also just put it in the dimensions here, but I don't know why I'm making this harder than it is. Yeah, so it's usually this size for me, I think. Okay, so I just double checked. It is actually 4 to 6 is my usual sticker sheet. So let's just make sure that it is the size that we want. It should be like this. Okay, yeah. This is more like, yeah, I was gonna say like it looked really small when I did 5, but I think 5 is like a different size for something else that I do. So I'm gonna do it like this. And make sure you have your registration marks on so that your Silhouette Cameo can detect the sheet and know where everything is. It really references this like black square and the borders on the side. And then the next thing you can do actually is you can make the square itself. Actually, I should have just done this instead of like measuring out the sticker sheet, but you can do this and then group that and make sure that is 4 to 6, and it is. It's just easier so that you don't have to like cut the squares yourself. It's very uniform when you do it. And actually one thing that I should do is, hold on, let me just ungroup it for a second because ungroup it so I can make this rectangle on the edge a different color, because that one's could be like a full cut, whereas the ones in the middle I want it to be more of a kiss cut, so the machine can kind of detect what kind of cut you want. Like I don't want the stamps to go all the way through, but then I want the whole thing to be cut through. So I'm just gonna copy that so that we can make more than one on one sheet. And I like to give it some room in case it doesn't necessarily go through. And that's it. Like, and then you just print this out and then put it through the Silhouette Cameo. So let's try and print this out to see what it will look like. And so when it comes to printing out stickers, I've been using the like online labels OL177JJ. It's like a weatherproof mat for inkjet, and I use this mostly for my like sticker sheet. Then for my individual stickers, I also use this, but then I also put like a laminate on top so that it has extra protection when you want to put on like a water bottle or something. It doesn't it doesn't smear off that easily. But I've noticed like really good things, like even without the laminate it's still fine on water bottles. I just like to add that like extra protection so that it doesn't smear off or scratch off. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this to print out the sticker sheet. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. Like I said, there is the like black square and then the borders so that the Silhouette Cameo knows where to cut it and where the borders are, and it looks great. And then we just put it on the mat and then slide it into the Silhouette Cameo to cut. You want to make sure that the arrow is pointing up, so that's facing the Silhouette Cameo, and then the black square, that's the indicator, to be on the top left. So, and then everything has to align so that it is all straight from the side and also the top here. I'm just going to make sure that it is. So everything is straight, and so there's no like messy cuts. Everything is going to be read from your computer. And this is how the stickers ended up looking like, and I am obsessed with these. I feel like I haven't made a sticker sheet like this colorful in so long, and it means a lot to me just because I went to Japan earlier this year and I absolutely enjoyed my time there, and this is just all the memories that I made there. So I'm super happy about how it looks like. Okay, so that is it for this video. Again, I'm super happy about how these turned out. What I like to do next actually is just round out the corners. I have a little machine for that myself, but obviously you don't have to. I just love it because it makes it a little bit more cutesy in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully you learned a lot about making sticker sheets and all the little intricacies to make it. It is really not that hard once you understand how to use Silhouette Cameo or even a Cricut. Once you get that process down, it's so easy to make sticker sheets. So hopefully you learned a lot from this video, but until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this.